Hey there, guys. What is going on? Sloppy here, playing some more of, some sort of purple man appeared. Playing some more of, Creativerse. Sorry, nobody's actually been here before. It just kind of surprised me to see someone. Playing some more Creativerse. How's it going? Having a lot of fun. I'm starting over here at our teleporter hub. I still haven't seen your guys' comments. As I've mentioned in each of the last few episodes, I'm recording a bunch of stuff in advance. So, I don't know if you guys love it, hate it, are completely neutral, you know? But either way, I want to get some work done on it today. So that's what we are going to do. No wasting time. We'll probably check out some other builds and stuff. I'm trying out sort of a new episode format where I go and sort of split up my episodes. Because sometimes, you know, just building can be daunting, so you know it's nice to switch it up. So anyway, I'm going to try and get sort of a wing done today, or at least a design. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's just get it. Little musical intro for you there. I started to build out this pathway because we're going to use this pathway, I think, as sort of a connector. You know, I do want this to feel like one large build. So we're going to use this block as a sort of a connector. And I did not like the way this felt too open to go just into a room. Like it felt too grand of an entrance. So I decided to go with this little archway. And I actually really like that it adds like a little bit more color. You know, like if you look at this side, you can tell it's yellow, but you don't really have any forward-facing blocks to see. Whereas now, you have quite a few forward-facing blocks, and it actually almost makes the ones in the roof stand out more, which I think is really cool, because you can't even really see the ones, excuse me, you can't even really see the ones in the walls. So now you have a bunch of forward-facing. I think it makes the whole thing sort of pop a little bit more. I'm going to do those two. I'm not, like, sold on sort of the design of it. I think it's a bit flat. If I'm being honest, I think it's a bit flat. Maybe what we could do is replace these stacked stone walls with slabs. I think I'm going to try and do that on one of the other sides and just see if it looks better. It is very flat, but I do like this archway for sort of an entry to this room. So yeah, you can see the pathway is going to continue. I think what we're going to do is have little breaks in the pathway. So maybe like little 3-wide entrances to each little teleporter. And then that would be where your teleporter goes, and we can just continue that on down the line. I think what I want to do is get the shape of it done. Something I really love about teleporters is doing a little creative area around them. You know, I like having a visual of what that teleporter is. So that's, I think, how we're going to design this. I don't know if that'll work on the player sides. But I do like the idea of each player sort of having their own little teleporter, little home for their teleporter where they can, like, do their little things. So we might try and create little, like, the word I'm thinking of is nest, but that might be sort of a ridiculous word. But like a little area for the teleporter to be in that you can sort of decorate. Either way, I really like the way this is coming together. I think with the colored lights, we may need to add a few more. Just because outside of the yellow, the red and the blue are both kind of dim, especially when you compare it to this one. Also, I actually quite like the asphalt now that I see a little bit more of it. I think that was my hesitation before, is you didn't have enough of a color pop from this side, but now with the forward-facing blocks, I actually think it's, I really like the asphalt. I like the way it plays off of the stone. Obviously, this is very stone-heavy, which some people might not like. It is very stone heavy, but I think we've done a good job of mixing up textures. The only thing is the arch is a little bit flat, but we can work with that. Anyway, I'm going to fill in these other two sides, and then we're going to do a little bit more work over here. I'm sort of piecing this build together a little bit at a time. Like I'm trying little things and seeing if I like them and then building them across. I am going to try putting slabs where the stacked stone wall is, just to see if it looks better. I just don't know about the texture of the stone slabs in this arch, but we'll try it. Okie dokie, so that looks really good. The slabs look terrible. They just, they don't work in the It does add a little bit of depth, but to be honest, they just don't look as good as the stacked, which is okay because there's already, you know, it's okay to be simple. I think in this situation. So I will fix that up, but I think it looks really good. I think it really accentuates the colors. I may experiment with moving the lamps around. I'll probably wait until we get like a roof on and stuff, just so we have sort of the actual lighting dynamics. You know, once there's like a room on the other side and there's not all the sunlight or the nighttime, I think moving the lamps will be a lot more like accurate to the final project. But anyway, we are trying to work on this side today. So yeah, let me mock up something. I think we're going to continue sort of with this vibe of the medieval blocks and the sort of stone. One of the big things I like about this block set is most of their blocks play well with it, and it sort of doesn't. You can add detail because there's a lot of gray blocks, which is nice. You have a lot of stone options. It also lends itself to sort of being a background. You know, we can really experiment. You know, the color really pops. So when it comes to the teleporters and decorating them yourself, you kind of have a lot of options because, like, unless you're building a medieval castle or like something made out of these stone blocks, I think they provide a nice background for whatever you want, which I think is pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to try and get some sort of area set up. I've been toying with a design, and I'm not sure if I really like it. I'm not 100% sold on this. It's using all the same blocks, and then you would design your little teleporter thing to go into here. It's 5 wide, which I think leaves enough room that you can design your own walls if you want and whatnot. You can see I tried to incorporate the color of the sides, so each of the sides would have their colored block in there. You got little archways, which I think are kind of cool. I don't mind this design. I just think it's very plain. Yeah, I think one of the things I want to change is this block right here. I think that should be a different block. Yeah, I don't mind it. It does feel kind of small to me. But at the same time, it's kind of huge. So I don't really want to make it bigger, or else it becomes a pain anytime you want to add on to this. Yeah. I do like the roof. I think it's got a good arch. I kind of would have preferred it maybe like 1 or 2 blocks higher. But then I think you'd have to widen it out. I think it's good right now. Right now I have torches lighting this place, which I'm not really sold on. I kind of put them there just to break up the wall. But I think what we're going to do is add some lights underneath. Because I kind of want this part not that well lit, because that way you can see the signs. But I kind of want these hallways themselves decently well lit, because I want you to be able to see what's in the things. Although, now that I'm seeing it, maybe I leave the center part sort of shadowy, and then the individual halls themselves can be lit up a little bit. There's an idea. Anywho, what else might I do? I think actually this might look okay. Moving this one back and widening this out a little bit. Yeah, that feels kind of cool. It sort of widens out from what it is here. That could be a nice little touch. So right now I'm just sort of doing this. I'm tweaking it. This is actually... It's been like 2 hours. This wasn't my original design. I've changed it quite a bit. I put the stairs up there. I don't know. I'm kind of just playing around with ideas. And I think I like this size for like a little teleporter box. And I think what I might do now is try and get some of the biomes in. So the first 4, first 2 on either side will be the underground biomes. I think those are pretty important to get up. Do I want to have those in here? Yeah, I think those are important. There's 4, right? You have stalactite, lava, corruption, and then like the first underground layer. Fossil, I think is what it's called. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try and get in those 4 and just sort of see if this design looks good when these are decorated. Yeah, I think the other benefit of leaving this sort of shadowy is one, I think it looks pretty good. Some more of those floor blocks. I think it looks... I've almost used an entire stack of stone so far, which is kind of nutty, because it's 1,000 now. But leaving the center shadowy would mean you can sort of light your own build, sort of how you want to light it, which is kind of cool. I think that could be neat. Also put signs here to put whatever on. Okay, yeah. Let me build a couple little dioramas and see how it looks. Wowzers, check this out. Let's close the door before I get attacked. Not a ton of blocks being left here. That's okay. My video just came out, so I feel like nobody really knows about this place yet, but somebody it was about recipes. Look at this. This thing's stocked. I mean, if you don't have a oh my gosh, look at that. If you don't have a recipe, now this is the place to come. Look at this. 2 yellow adobe walls, all your color beacon, all the colors of beds. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Recipes are taking off on the server. Anyway, I'm over at spawn. Yeah, the beacons have been moved directly under the pillars. I'm still a little bit bugged out. You can't see all of the glass. But I think it's good that we have something near spawn now. Yeah, this little hut, though, I actually kind of like it. I think the only thing I want to improve is sort of the landscaping around it. I think I might want to add some, like, flowers to the front. Maybe, like, a little tree or something, some leaves. You know, just decorate it up a bit. I don't know. Anyway, I came just to go to my storage room. I need more stone, if you can believe it. I only have 100 left, which is crazy. I also want to pick up the materials to decorate all of these different things. So, yeah. Bum, 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 ba. All right, let's take a peek at what we have over here. Gary's running around doing something. We've got a few of these in, which I quite like. There was a sign right here. Oh, it just is invisible for some reason. I don't know if I've ever had that bug before. Anyway, we've got signs, we've got little things. I think they work pretty well. I didn't hide all the blocks. You can see you can still see some of the walls. It's mostly just so you can sort of see what's actually here, which is pretty cool. So, I don't have the stalactite blocks on me. I'll probably bring those over a little bit further, but the idea is you can just walk along, there'll be signs. For the biomes, it's pretty easy because you can sort of just see what the biome is. You don't really have to read the sign. For the other ones, the sign might be a little bit more handy, but I like the idea of being able to sort of individually decorate. I also kind of like the idea of, you know, if there's a Halloween one, maybe we could do like a little, you have to walk through a little tiny like maze or something before you drop into a teleporter. And yeah, they've all been pretty lit. I've been basically placing lamps underneath the teleporters themselves. Just an easy way to light them without... What is he doing? Just running in front of every time I turn. But yeah, they're pretty well lit, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I think this design will work. I quite like it. I was kind of hoping they'd be easier to see. One of the things that... Like, do I want to push that back one? I kind of like that. I don't know. What if we do something... I do kind of like that pushed back. I think we'd have to put a block here, though. I kind of like that, actually. I'm kind of digging that. And then it's sort of a little bit more wide open. I'm not opposed to that. We may try that. I'm not sure if I'm sold on this, but it's an idea. We need some sort of block here to block those off. Probably the medieval brick wall. Let me try that right now. Let me try that right now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, like a block here, and then probably do down there. This looks kind of awkward, doesn't it? But if it just ends, that's almost weirder, right? Is it? I don't know. I don't know what to do for the block there. Is that better or worse? I can't tell, to be honest. If I did that... Let's see. See, these are the kind of things, like these little design things, I'm really bad with because I'll just get completely engrossed with them. I do like that it's a little bit more open. I don't like this block, though. How would we fill that? Do I have stone slabs on me? I do. Does that work? That's not the worst thing ever. No, it is the worst thing ever. Okay, we'll figure that out. Anyway, I've got some playing to do. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. So, how's it going? I like where we're at. I put a stair there, and I think that actually works. And it kind of opens up the room. Touch more. The only thing now I have a little bit is this little, like, circle with the lamp in the middle. I'm not, like, huge on that. You know what? Actually, I'm going to try something real quick. What if I did like that instead? Does that look better? I do like not being able to see this top part. I do like not being able to see that top part. Does it, like... Okay, wait. What if we just... Is that too dark now? Let's just turn off all these lamps, see how that affects this. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think we got 7 people online. Let's just see how that... I kind of like that better. I like the light coming from the things themselves. I'm a little bit worried. If it gets, like, really long, I'm concerned about how that'll look. But for now, you know what? We're going to pick up these lamps. We are going to, I think we're just going to do this for right now. Yeah, I think that could be cool to have each of the things be sort of individual. Yeah, I like the darkness. I think the shadows will be cool. Pushing these back really opened up the room, so now you can sort of see it. Part of the other reason I wanted to have these sort of be their own colorful little things is because the signs, you know, blank out. So the signs are great for information unless you're a distance away from them, in which case, you know, it becomes a pain. But I think this is real easy to see what biome you're going to, which is why we're going to do it like this. So this room has to be significantly longer, obviously. I'm going to finish in that little corner. I might do a little bit more work on it. We're probably going to go check out some other stuff. I've already put a lot of work into this. I've put a lot of work into this today. So I kind of want to work or just go look at something else for a bit. But I think it's pretty good. I think it's coming together well. I like this design. I think we've got it to a really good place. And yeah. So let's go check something else out. I thought we could end today. There's some mysterious stuff going on the server. Secret things I'm not supposed to see, which I hope doesn't mean a prank. Look at was that Italian? No. What flag is that? Ireland. Okay. Whoops. I wanted to take a look at one of the things that's been on the server the longest. This used to be a server I played on with my Twitch mods. I have a Twitch channel in the description down below. So this has actually been around for about a year, but nobody was really playing on it for the last few months. And this was a build that was built before all of that. And I just wanted to show you guys. I like to tour around some of the stuff that's on the server. I'll probably be doing that intermittently. Every episode we might check out sort of a different build too much. Anyway, let's... sorry, I think I read 2 of that. Check out different builds. Anyway, really nice sort of storage room. An interesting collection of blocks, but I want to show you guys what's upstairs because Ultimate Mike, as some of you may know, built the Doctor Strange house on this server. You can actually see it as an adventure, I do believe. Yeah, it's called Sanctum Sanctorum if you want to see this as an adventure, or you can come see it in this world. But he built the Sanctum Sanctorum on the server, which is crazy cool. I don't know much about comic books, but I did see Doctor Strange, and it was fun. Sorry, I think something's happening in the chat here. Anyway, let's just walk Yeah, okay. Practice your fighting up here. Got my sword. That's actually really cool. I like these LED heads from the last year's Halloween update. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those are really cool. I really like this. I forgot how much I like this. I've actually seen it before, but I think it's just so cool. By the Eye of Agamot. Got some of the idols up there. Extractors in a placemat have a really cool thing. We got the library, right? This is where he sneaks into. I remember the library. Okay. I'm getting used to it. Golden Keepa, just casual. Just a casual Golden Keepa. And upstairs, yes, this is, I think, my favorite thing about this build. I've never seen displays like this, but look at this. It's a wood planter, and inside of the wood planter is whatever you want to display, and then on top is the reinforced glass turned to the side, and it looks so good. Like, look at that as a display case. Isn't that just amazing? I think that is just so cool. And he's got different things on display. He's used it a few times, and it just looks incredible. So yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to this place on the server. It's pretty amazing. And yeah, that's going to do it for me today. I think a little bit of a shorter episode. I'm not sure how long it's been. I did a ton of work on the teleporter room. Designing things takes a lot of work for me. I'm not sort of a natural builder by any stretch, so it took me quite a while to build what we built today, but I hope to expand on that, do all the different biomes. I think it'll be really great. And yeah, we'll check out more of the builds in the next one. These are all backlogged, as I've mentioned probably a few times. So I won't see your comments for a while, but I definitely read them all and try and respond. I can't respond on my phone anymore. The new YouTube Creator Studio is kind of weird. It's not important. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of those comments down below. I'd love to get some feedback on the teleporter room, what you guys like, don't like. And Sanctum Sanctorum, pretty amazing build. A lot of different block usages. I also just love this biome, the one with the colored leaves. I think it's just so beautiful. Right next to dead grass, which is one of my favorite blocks in the game. So it's just sort of a nice combination of biomes as well. Found a really good spot. Anyway, subscribe for more. Discord links in the description if you want to join the server. And I will see you guys in the next one. A ciao!